right guys, how's it going? It's Thursday today and we are back working on my 2005 Dyna Lowrider. Today we are going to be installing some of our Kruesi Originals Shock Sliders along with some fresh suspension from none other than our friends over at American Suspension Racing. We got a set of the stilettos here we're going to be installing. I'll show them to you here. Nice chrome finish. We're gonna go ahead and get these installed. So first, we have our top mount shock slider kit here. These come with 2 nuts, 2 outer spacers, 2 inner spacers, 2 bolts, and 2 sliders. And then we have our bottom mount sliders. Comes with 2 sliders, 2 bolts, 2 nuts, and 2 outer spacers. And we'll get these cut open. And you know what? After looking at these, the finish on these is already so nice. It's basically polished already, but I'm gonna hit it with a little compound on the buffer since everything on this bike's chrome, and they'll look just like chrome. We'll be right back. All right, now that we're back from the polisher, we're gonna go ahead and get our stock suspension taken off here. So to start, we're gonna get our seat bolt removed here. So we just got the seat popped off here. This has the longer fender strut covers on it for the wide glide fender that was on it. I do have some shorter ones, so we're gonna get the shock mount bolt off here and as well as the fender mount bolts so we can get those swapped over. And then we'll get started on the shock slider install. To get your stock shocks off, you're gonna need a 3/4 inch ratchet and a 3/4 inch wrench. Use the ratchet on the outside here. Get your wrench on this nut on the inside. And we're gonna bust that guy loose.
More cheeseburgers for Tom.
All right, so to get started with the process of removing the stock shocks, you're gonna use your flat jack, get the bike up in the air just until you can spin this rear tire here. You see here that tire is spinning. Now we're just gonna drop it until there's just a little weight, and you can see there's just a little weight back on that rear tire. And now we're gonna go ahead and bust these shocks loose. You'll need a 3/4 inch socket on a ratchet as well as a 3/4 inch wrench. Go ahead, crack this nut loose on the back side here. Oh, this one's spinning.
Oh, it's not a stud. I was right. Really what you do is you're supposed to take this dude off first and you leave this in there, and then when this comes off you can put a wrench on this and then you can take it off.
Yeah, so we gotta tighten this back down. Okay, so nut back on.
So Tom's learning something as we go.
So on your factory setup here, it's not a bolt, it's a stud. There's a nut in the middle here that actually holds the stud to the bike, but we're not gonna be able to get this guy loose without this nut holding it to the bike. So we're gonna bust this nut off here first. All right, so we're gonna bust this outside nut loose first to get this cover off so we can expose this inner nut to separate the stud from the shock. Now our shock's exposed up top. We're gonna loosen it down low here and we'll be ready to remove our shock. All right, now that the nut's removed, we should be good to pull this whole shock off. And just like that, your stock shock is removed. And now we'll go back and get this stud off here. All right, and now that stud's removed. Now we're gonna repeat this process on the other side. We have the stock suspension all the way removed, and now we're just gonna drop the fender quick to swap out these strut covers, and we'll get to installing our shock sliders. So now that we got all the spacers polished up here, we're gonna get to actually installing these shock sliders and shocks. So we're gonna go ahead and cut open the rest of our slider package here. Get the bolts and sliders themselves out of here. And then we're gonna need 1 top spacer and 1 outer spacer and a shock. Here we have a 14-inch stiletto from American Suspension that we're gonna be installing with these shock sliders. This is a great shock here. You can see how thick the shock shaft is on the body of this guy. So let's go ahead and get this installed. All right, to start our install, we're gonna drop the bolt into the slider here, like that. Gonna get the outer spacer slid on. And then since we have a Heim joint, we need this spacer from American in here. And then we're gonna slide this through the top of the shock now, like so. And then we need our last inner spacer from AS Racing for that Heim joint. And then you're gonna take your top inner spacer, slide that guy on, and now you're ready to put the whole shock and slider assembly on the bike. And just a quick note for you guys, depending on what shocks you are running, your spacing will be different based on which shock manufacturer you're using, so keep that in mind. So we got this pushed through, and now all we need to do is put our nut on the backside. We're gonna get some Loctite on here because we don't want this guy loosening up while we're out riding. Get our nut started. And so while this top guy's still loose, we want to get our bottom started as well. So we're gonna go ahead and get our bottom slider cut out of the package here. And you do want to do this the same way whether you're installing sliders or not. You always want to install the top and bottom loose before you tighten anything all the way. Get these bolts out of here. And this is gonna be a real similar process on the bottom. You're gonna stick your bolt in the slider. You are gonna use an outer spacer that we provide. I'm using AS Racing shocks, so one of their spacers. And now I'm gonna go through the shock itself, my last spacer. And now it is ready to be mounted. And I'm gonna have to lower the jack a little. Dab of Loctite. All right, so now that we got both of these on here loosely, you can see we still got free play in this. We're gonna go ahead and start tightening this guy up. So to tighten these guys down, you'll want a 3/8 ratchet with a 6-inch extension with a 3/8 Allen socket on it, as well as a 3/4 inch wrench. And you will need a torque wrench to torque all this when you're done. And you should always start with the shock on the right-hand side of the bike. All right, so now that we got those nice and tightened down, we're gonna hit them with a torque wrench. Torque spec on these guys is gonna be 45 foot-pounds. All right, so like I said, torque spec here is 45 foot-pounds, but you are torquing into Delrin, so keep that in mind. Just feel, you know, as you're doing this, you don't wanna over-tighten this and crack this Delrin slider. Move to the bottom here, and 45 foot-pounds. And that is a fully torqued and installed shock with our top and bottom shock mount sliders. These are available on KruesiOriginals.com. Every $5 you spend on KruesiOriginals.com enters you in a chance to win a custom-built motorcycle by us. You should always start with the shock on the right-hand side of the bike, but for demonstration purposes, we're doing it on this side.
This is the right-hand side of the bike.
I'm so turned around right now. So that's why we did the right side first.